In this video, I'm going to talk a bit about a course that I created on grief. And grief has been very challenging for me because there has been a lot of loss in my life since I was a little girl. And I did not know how to process these intense emotions. And basically, what I would do, I would just store a lot of that grief inside of my body. And it just made me feel shut down internally. So I wasn't as open, as available for connection, for love, for communication. And it wasn't until my 20s that I started to really tap into just initial surface levels of grief. And then obviously there was more underneath that. But it wasn't until I had enough support where I felt I could dive deeper. And that's something to sort of remember as well, that the need for having support so that the emotions, the nervous system, the body, and your mind can also feel safe enough to start to open towards these emotions versus moving away from the emotions and the grieving process. So the grieving process does not just include grief. There are other layers of emotions that usually accompany grief. So it kind of comes in with like sisters and brothers, and it's like, okay, here's the grieving process, right? So it's important to really understand what the layers of grief are. And that reason, I created a course on grief. It's not a long course. It's something you can get through within a week. And I share some resources. I share a meditation that will help you to start to process grief, as well as a breathwork practice accompanied by beautiful music. And so that will give you an opportunity to make space for that grief and not feel so alone in it. And you can have sort of a guide that will support you in moving through it. So I'll attach a link below this video so you can take a look at it. And if you have questions, let me know. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. And if you want to join my sort of the newsletter community, I also send out newsletters with inspiring messages, videos, and other resources that can support you on your healing journey and the journey of spiritual awakening. Take care.